Hello, everyone. We have an interesting video, I guess. Sorry for the unscheduled programming or whatever, but as you can tell from my voice, I'm sick. So we're gonna spice things up instead of with a siege video today. We are going to have a tier list, which I've already made. Don't worry. With movies, with movies I found, I guess, or just kind of wanted to talk about, basically just ranked on how fun they are to watch with your parents. I guess this is all kind of gauging on like parts of your life. Almost 19. We kind of have some scenarios where you watch movies and stuff with parents and stuff that kind of is a little awkward at times. But also you just have like some classics and stuff. So enough being said, let's just get into it. All right. Well, this is the tier list. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but these are the selections. Don't mind it. Don't worry. Okay, there you go. So here's the first movie. I don't know if you can even do it. It's the SpongeBob movie. Okay, so the SpongeBob movie, the first one, the best one in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I watched it too much as a kid. I think most of us did. I'm not gonna explain that much for most of these. I feel like hopefully they kind of elaborate themselves. But I feel like most of the jokes and stuff kind of work for both ages, I think, too, like if we're gonna go in that way. So personally, I was like watching the SpongeBob movie, like my dad kind of has more of my sense of humor, so like I would watch this more with him than with my mom, who's fucking like turn that shit off, like it depends on the person, obviously, but we're gonna say B, okay, because sometimes it can be a little in there. David Hasselhoff's in there, so maybe that kind of helps your mom enjoy it. So next up is Grown Ups. Grown Ups was another movie I watched a bunch with my dad. A lot of these movies too, like you can watch them again, like obviously like later. Most of these movies I have seen when I was younger, I guess except for Challengers. Grown Ups is really good. It kind of has like, I mean, any Adam Sandler movie I think too is like really good. Like Billy Madison, it isn't on here, but like any of those era of like fucking Adam Sandler movies are just guaranteed peak. For like both ages, so there's not that much you can really miss on. We're gonna keep it kind of floating. We're gonna go B. Dirty Dancing is next up, and I will say I've only seen bits and pieces of it when my mom's just had it on. I know Patrick Swayze's in there. I know that's a big fucking red or green flag for most people. I kind of get it. He's pretty attractive. Bailey put up a picture. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna have it a little lower because it's probably like watch it on your own time. Like let's not turn this thing on just to kind of see stuff. So I'm thinking we'll do like another like lap. I'm sure probably, but I'm gonna do D. D for Dirty Dancing. Okay. Next up is Step Brothers. Okay. Now, am I still talking about like the whole grown-up aspect where technically I am now old enough to watch this movie, but am I gonna lie and say that I've never watched the movie until I was obviously like the right age to? No, I watched this when I was way too young, but I definitely think that me and my brother kind of relate to it now, because like me and him both watched it when we were on the younger side, so like we got some of the references and stuff that we can kind of just joke about now. And I mean, like my dad and mom really like it now. Like they're like they personally like it. My dad likes it a little bit more. But I mean, honestly, I'm gonna throw this an A. I think Step Brothers, I mean, obviously there's some scenes and stuff that you can just kind of throw out the window. There's some parts that could be better. But overall, like the pacing and stuff is really good. There's a lot of quotable moments, just a lot. Now I think this is just kind of my Will Ferrell era, I guess. But Elf, honestly, it's a timeless classic. I don't know when it came out. I think it came out like 2010. But I'm gonna probably say, I mean, it's a Christmas movie, so it's always good, I think. Honestly, I'm just gonna say S. Is that a bad take? It probably is. Next up is Challengers. F. I don't even know I have that in there. I don't think that's even a good idea in the first place to watch it. I've heard okay things about it. But I mean, that's it. I don't know. Gremlins. I never watched it. But from what I have heard, it's kind of an okay movie. I think it is probably better than most people make it out to be. But since I haven't seen it, I'm just going to put it in C. That might be a bad take. So get mad at me in the comments or whatever. I don't really care. But Grease is next up. My mom absolutely adores this movie. I don't really see the whole thing about it. It has John Travolta in there. So, you know, that's pretty cool. We're gonna probably put it in B just to be safe because I think I brought it up to my dad a couple of times and he's been like, oh yeah, it's a good movie and stuff. And with it being like a musical too, that always kind of like, you know, helps out more. And yeah. Next up is 50 Shades of Grey. That's a great movie. Made an entire video talking about it. But is it fun to watch with another person? I mean, I guess it is with, like, your friends, in my opinion. I made an entire video talking about it. Sorry to shout that out twice, but whatever. I'm honestly... Okay, as a person, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I may have watched 2 or 3 scenes, not any of the bad scenes, by the way, but of 50 Shades of Grey with my mother in the same room. Am I proud of it? Not really, but no, I definitely don't think that's like the most comp thing to do. So I'm still gonna put it in F, I guess. But it's okay. I mean, like, it's a good movie otherwise. It's just like, get a fucking room, you know? The Proposal, I have watched this with my mom before. I do think like most rom-coms for some reason are like a very good like mom and sons. I don't know why, but it's like, it's just like kind of like a nice thing where it's like they kind of have like good jokes and stuff where it's like you can kind of, you know, I don't know, see it. I don't know if I'm making sense or not, but like I don't think it's a bad thing to watch like rom-coms with like your mom. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the rom-com, obviously, but like The Proposal for being one of them that I have seen and stuff, like it's a very tasteful like movie, I think. Like, same with, like, I don't think it's on here, but, oh, what is it now? It's with the, escort. It starts with a P. But I'm gonna say A for The Proposal. Next up is John Wick. Oh, nope, that's open season. Going S tier. I don't care what anyone says, okay? When talking about, like, father-son bonding, okay? If you want 2 dudes, or 2 people in general, to lock in on a movie, put on John Wick 1 through 4. I haven't seen Ballerina yet. Please, I guess I've heard really good things about it. But if you want 2 dudes to lock in, okay, on anything and just like, you know, just feel like a vibe, put on any of the John Wick movies. It is like actually it's like lightning caught in a bottle. Like each time you watch it, it's just like so fucking good. I don't know why the movies are so good. I mean, Keanu Reeves, absolute stunner. Okay, let's just get that straight. I don't know why, but like men in their 40s plus just love Keanu Reeves for a right reason, obviously. But it's like they can just relate to him. I don't know. It's just like everything works. Okay, when he touches a movie. I guess I can throw this in here, like Bill and Ted. Those are really good movies too. My dad put me onto those. They aren't in here, but just thought I'd shout that out. But no, John Wick is a fantastic movie to watch with like your dad, okay? And I guess maybe not with your mom, but I mean, I think I've watched it with my mom too, and she's been like, yeah, it's pretty cool because of Keanu Reeves. Okay, next up is The Two Stinkers, which I don't think I'm gonna have that much of a difference in opinion, but that's Open Season and Alpha and Omega, which I think I have watched both of those with my parents, and I think okay. And I think this gotta go, bruh. I think Open Season has to be like C, bruh. They're really good looking back on it, but like Alpha and Omega is like a fucking cringe. It's a cringe comp of a fucking movie, you know? Like Dumbsville made an entire, I think it was like a 2-hour long compilation of like his entire fucking like videos on all of them, and it's like literally just pure cinema, by the way. Please check out those videos of just like the 8 different movies that Alpha and Omega made. Somehow there's 8 of them. And like open season too, like it's just crazy. But like they're funny looking, or like, you know, in the moment, but it's like looking back on it, they're okay. Deadpool. Deadpool's okay, I think. Looking back on it, like, I mean, there's like a sex scene in there, you know, so who fucking cares, I guess. That's always kind of like a, you know, enter the kitchen moment. That's what I always like to say. When whenever you know, like, you've seen the movie before, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go and get water, even though it's like the 3rd time you've done that, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna get water one more time. I don't know why we did that, but we do. I'm gonna say B. I think B is probably good. Other than like that one scene and stuff, and there's like some sexual tension and stuff, which is like always a little weird to just kind of deal with. Okay, looking back at this, we're moving these guys down to D. We're giving those guys D, and Dirty Dancing is staying in C. Okay, Gremlins, I guess, can stay in C. I had to change that. I'm sorry. I just realized that it's above Dirty Dancing. Yeah, but Deadpool's okay. I think Deadpool's okay at B. Yeah. Next up is The Conjuring. A horror movie. My mom, I remember telling me she went to the theater or whatever for it, I think, and she was kind of saying like, yeah, it's an okay movie, but she also just doesn't like horror movies. Not that many people do, but I'm gonna say it's probably a D. I don't think Conjuring would be that fun of a movie to watch with like a parent, because especially if they're like, I don't know, like it depends on who you are, I guess, but like if I'm watching a horror movie, I'm probably gonna be talking out loud like 95% of the time. I don't really have that much to say about it. I don't think it can be that fun. I think like horror movies are way better with friends, or like something you can be around, like loud with, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Pitch Perfect is number whatever the hell this is. I think I've barely seen Pitch Perfect, but it's kind of like a family movie. I don't think I'd watch it with my dad, but I'm gonna say B. A Dog's Purpose. Shout out Bailey, the dog in the movie. I remember vaguely watching it with my dad. We were both kind of locked in, and then I was talking too much. Where I remember him. I don't remember the exact quote, but he did say like, "Shut the fuck up," and I get that. So, I don't remember like everything about. I mean, honestly, I really like the movie. If we're rating the movie like entirely, I would put it in A. But with watch like, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna say A. I think I'm gonna say A. We're thinking out loud. Men in Black, I've watched this a bunch of times with my dad. I'm gonna say B. Really good. Will Smith is really good. I don't know this guy's name. He looks like the president. Bailey put that up. I always just thought that whenever I saw like the fucking paintings or whatever, like the pictures in the classrooms. Transformers, Prime Megan Fox. Never watched it. We're gonna say C. I'm gonna move down Men in Black to C as well, just to be safe. Fantasia, also never seen. You can blame David for this. I kind of put some of these on just because he said them. But I've heard it's kind of really artsy, so I'm gonna say probably like D. I think. Like D's probably pretty accurate for it. Interstellar. Now, I've watched this movie a bunch with my dad. I've watched it once or twice, maybe with my mom. And after I watched it with my mom, I had to explain it to her because obviously it's an interesting movie. I think it's one of the best movies I've seen personally. I think most people also have that fucking take now, so it's not really that like polarizing. But Interstellar, I think, is like the ending is really confusing for some people, and like obviously it takes like 2 or 3 times to watch it because there's like a lot of like different things you can notice each watch through. I don't know what I was gonna say there, but each time you watch it, it'll be like you'll notice more things and stuff. But I would say probably like A. I think Interstellar, like when it's a good movie, I think overall it'll transform into like a group setting really well. But yeah, I think that's probably a good place for it. Ace Ventura. Now, I have seen this one a couple of times. I don't remember that much from it. It's prime Jim Carrey. You can blame David for that take. I think that is kind of that, though. Similar to like The Mask. I don't have that on here, but you can probably put them together. But Ace Ventura is really good. It has a lot of like the kind of similar jokes and stuff. I don't know if it is a kids movie yet. Probably not. But I'm gonna say B. I think most Jim Carrey movies are gonna be pretty fucking good. I think 2001: A Space Odyssey. Now, is this a good movie? From what David told me, it was no. Probably a good movie, but I mean, is it really deserving of? You know what? Fuck it. You know what? We're making D not that bad of a fucking spot, okay? You know, we have 50 Shades of Grey, Challengers open season. Yeah, honestly, yeah, we're doing that. We're keeping that. Barbie. Honestly, okay. I've only seen Barbie with my friends, and it was during like the Super Bowl, I think, and we turned off the Super Bowl when it was like the Chiefs Eagles. It was last year, I think. And they were getting like blown out, so we were like, yeah, let's just watch the Barbie movie instead. I'm gonna say B, because I guess like the only thing is like I probably wouldn't watch it with my dad, which I mean I guess that kind of bumps it down from like maybe an A, but like I think my mom would kind of laugh at it. Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie is really good. Ryan Gosling, come on, come on, bro, come on. Whiplash, probably okay. Whiplash, a lot of yelling, a lot of like just anger. I'm gonna say D. Not saying that the movie's not good by any means. I just don't think it will be, or it would be like a fun environment to watch a movie, if that makes sense. Yeah. Next up is Twilight. I've watched Twilight now. Twilight is really good, in a group environment. Once again, I watched it with a couple of my buddies. And honestly, I mean, since it is like the origin of 50 Shades of Grey, you know, we can kind of respect that. But I think it is more like fun to watch. Like, I'd watch it with my mom. Like, I think it is. It's not like a fucking like proposal level, but like, I think I have watched maybe one, or like maybe the end of it. I don't know, with my mom. But I'm gonna say B. I don't think I'd watch it with my dad per usual, but like you know that. Superman. Is that good? Superman. The new movie I heard was really good. My dad I think wanted to watch it. I'm gonna say B. I think B again, because I've heard it's pretty funny. Yeah, scary movie, I'm gonna say A. I think A. I'm looking at it from now. I don't think I watched it when I was younger though, or like too young, where it was like probably really bad to watch it. But like, scary movie with like my dad. Whenever I watched that once, it was really funny. I think also it just kind of has like the more like dumb sense of humor too. So it really depends. But scary movie is a really fun movie. Like especially when you compare like I don't know, it's nice when it's like a well done comedy, especially because like next up is like Halloween, and it's like that's a horror movie, and I wouldn't want to watch a horror movie with my parents, but like a comedy movie, like it's obviously just gonna be better. Speaking of that, I put Halloween in D. Forrest Gump, I've watched with my mom. I thought it was really good. I'm gonna say B. I've watched it with my dad, I think too. Yeah, really good. Cars, A. Don't care. It's still good. Old Yeller. I'm gonna say D. I think the only thing that I've heard about it is that the dog dies at the end and they like shoot it, and it's also made by Disney. Did not know that. That's kind of cool. Not really. School of Rock. School of Rock, I've heard is really good. I'm just gonna do B. I think B is a safe guess. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I kind of like get cringed out by some of the tropes and stuff. Honestly, okay, should I move up some of these movies? Because like, honestly, don't get mad at me. That's a good take. I don't care. The Grinch, Jim Carrey's Grinch to be exact. Let's fucking move it to B, bruh. Let's move it to B. Let's move it to B. Because Elf is up there, okay? Grinch is okay. Grinch kind of has like a place. There's like, I think in the Jim Carrey one especially, like if it was the cartoon Grinch, which I think is personally better in my opinion. Donnie Darko I think is this next movie. I never watched it. I don't think it's gonna be good. Probably F if I had to assume. Jurassic Park, I watched with my dad. I'm gonna say A. I thought it was really good. Most people will also really vibe with it too, especially with, no offense to anyone that is watching this. Sorry, mom or dad, if you are, sad that you're not, or hopefully you aren't. Like they kind of vibe to more of like the older movies and stuff, which I fuck with obviously, but like no, that's a good movie. I never watched it when I was young. I think I watched it probably when I was like 13 maybe. 13, which I think is like probably when they wanted you to, but yeah, 13 was probably when I first watched Jurassic Park, and I thought it was really good. Planet Earth, I'm saying is S. I don't care what anyone says. Planet Earth or documentaries in general are peak. Anything with David Attenborough, you got me fucking watching it. I don't care. David Attenborough could get it. No, Planet Earth is like actually like the biggest comfort show of all time. I don't know why. It is genuinely a fucking goat. It is the goat of shows or just anything. Planet Earth 2 and 3, I think. I don't know if they have a 4 yet, but 2 and 3 are really good too. Is this Django Unchained? I'm gonna say B. Only going off, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think my mom could watch that movie. But I know my dad has. I've watched that with my dad, and it's been like really good. You know, because it kind of has the same vibe. Okay, I'm not gonna say that Django Unchained is the same vibes of John Wick, but it kind of does in like similar strokes and stuff. Where it's like, is it Christoph Waltz? I don't know his character, like the German dude, and he's like, he keeps on repeating the same line and stuff, and how he's like, I don't know, whatever the thing is, but like how he gets out of like all of these different things. It's just so funny on how like he just keeps repeating it and it keeps working for him. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting like that. But yeah, Pulp Fiction, honestly, with a parent, my dad really likes it. He likes the Royale with cheese joke. He's been very aware to tell me that. So I'm going to say C. I don't think my mom would watch it. I don't think she'd like it. But, I mean, great movie otherwise. The Meg, I have seen with my dad a bunch. I don't think my mom's ever watched it. But The Meg, I'm going to say B. It's not a good movie by any means, but like for fun and like kind of like a little like, you know, kind of buddy, you know, fucking, you know, man to man movie. The Meg's pretty good. So this is the last 13. So it's Monster House. Oh my god. All right. Monster House actually is fucking nightmare fuel. I remember, I think I watched it when I was at my uncle's house for the first time, and I actually got fucking, like, I think I got I had a nightmare from it. It's a really scary movie. Looking back on it now, Bailey input some funny clips from it, I guess.
We'll aim for Bigfoot.
But, like, genuinely, Monster House is actually crazy to watch now. I don't know how people do it now, or like how they fucking did it back then, but like as an adult watching it then probably was how fucking funny it is now. It's like actually kind of crazy, and how like some adults just kind of had that like buff over fucking kids when watching these like movies when they first came out. Speaking of that, let's give it, honestly, I'm gonna say B, because like I'm thinking like the modern time, like if I watched it now it'd probably be an A, but weighing that down by like my trauma, I'm giving it B, okay? Under Paris is the worst movie I've ever seen, plot-wise. Everything else is okay. For those that don't know what Under Paris is, it is a French movie on Netflix that is about, I believe, a shark that moved from Australia, like that's originally from Australia, that swam all the way up to Paris, in like the catacombs and stuff. That began like hatched, and it's like all like fucking genetic, like mutated and stuff, and it's so fucking weird, and I actually loved it. It was like the worst movie I've ever seen that was so bad, and I watched it with my dad, and he was as fucking, I'm not gonna lie, it's an A. It's an A to watch. Bad movies with people is so much better than watching it by yourself. It's actually crazy on how that works. 47 Meters Down, I think I have seen this before. It's like the movie where they're trapped underwater, obviously, and they're kind of just fucked. It's pretty, it's like is it a thriller then? I think it's a thriller horror movie kind of thing. You can also put like the new one that came out, I think it was, it's the one where they're like really high up. I don't know, probably like C, dude. I think C would just be good, a good guess. Cat in the Hat. Next. The Blair Witch Project. Never seen it. My mom actually likes it. I'm gonna say C just to be safe. Rocky, A. Rocky is a great movie, no matter what. Honestly, Rocky you could probably put an S. That might be a bad take. Team America World Police. Isn't there like a 3-minute long like sex scene in here? I mean, there's also a couple scenes that are probably like, they could be cut shorter. There's like a 3-minute, or I don't even know what time it is, or how long it is, but it was a section where he was like literally drunk, or I don't know, something, but he like threw up, stopped throwing up, the camera panned out, and then it zoomed back in for him to throw up again, and did it like 3 or 4 times. It's just so bad. But I think I watched it with my brother, and it was really funny, but it's like also me and him really like South Park and that kind of humor, so it depends on the person. I'm gonna say C just to be safe. But I've also watched it with friends too, and it's been really fun. So it like I said, it depends on the person. Outsiders, I watched in class, and my dad actually had a DVD of it, and he likes the movie really good, or a lot. I'm gonna say B. I think it's a good movie, especially when it's like a class movie. You can kind of bond over that. I did that a bunch with like some of the movies, I guess not coming up, but Night at the Museum, S tier. One of the best movies I've seen. I have not seen it in a while. But Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, that combo right there is truly fucking amazing, and they need to get together, dude. They need to get together. Mr. Deeds is a childhood classic. I think the guy here is like the guy who says he likes feet.
I like feet.
But no, Mr. Deeds is a really good movie. I watched it with my dad a bunch. I think my mom occasionally. I think I've maybe thrown it on. But no, it's just like most Adam Sandler movies. Like you can probably put it like with like Happy Gilmore, that kind of like style, like Billy Madison. I think I brought this up earlier, but Adam Sandler's just a really good like all ages movie kind of guy. I'm gonna say A. I think. Like I'm definitely putting that more for like a kids movie that they can watch too. But it's like watching it now, I think probably put it like B or C. Life of Pi. I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen it, but it does not seem very interesting. I think it's more like a, not philosophical movie, but it definitely seems like it has more, heavy ideas, and I'm gonna say probably like a D, just because like, not everyone, or not every person really is gonna be like in the mood for it, and, I mean, yeah, I don't know entirely, I guess, what the movie's all about, too, so I don't want to give, like, a bad example. So, let me know, I guess, if I should change that. But, the last movie that we have, and that I can finally fucking edit this atrocity of a video, is The Notebook, which I've seen maybe, like, one and a half times, I think. I think I watched it once in, like, kind of, like, half paying attention when my mom had it on and stuff, and I think it was at like the very end and stuff. But I mean, like it's a sad movie. It's a sad movie, but you know, for everyone's sake, I mean, honestly, it's honestly a good movie. Like it's a good movie all around, and it's like I wouldn't watch it with my dad. Let's get that straight. I don't know why I keep on saying that, but like, if I wanted to, I mean, like yeah, I could probably talk my mom into watching The Notebook. I'd be like, yeah, I kind of want to watch it, you know, I mean, she's listed probably, I think she wants me to watch Grease, Dirty Dancing, like, if I said, oh yeah, I want to watch all of those movies, she'd be like, let's watch it right now. So it's like, I mean, they're all good movies, I think. I'm gonna say B, I think, for The Notebook. I think that's probably, like, the best thing. As a kid, if I watched that, that'd be a fucking 0, you know? But, I mean, yeah, this is my list, okay? If I can figure it out, Bailey, put it in the description for people that want to. Probably not going to be able to, but thank you for watching. This took way too long to do, and per usual, if you have anything else to say, put that in the comments. I feel very rough right now. My throat could be better, I think, but hopefully I don't sound like really bad. I guess we'll see on how I sound afterwards when I'm editing and all of it, but hopefully it's not too bad. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. If you want any more like this, Let me know in the comments, like I said earlier. And yeah, that's it. Peace.